Good day, friends. It's really good talking to all of you. Thank you for your WhatsApp messages, text and audio form. Please keep them coming. I love hearing from you. And actually, it is your feedback which gives me idea about which are the subjects that all of you want to hear. Of course, a few atheists also write to me, and my atheist friends, you are welcome. We who believe in God and we who believe in Bible, we have nothing to fear. The atheist has everything to fear, particularly about his eternal future. We stand on a ground that is solid. Since you have nothing to write to me, some of you have been asking one question: what is the proof for all what you say? Well, all the videos that I produce, they have pictures. They mention people, they mention places, they mention things, they mention discoveries. And you, my atheist friend, you have the biggest library in this world for research, and that is Google and other search engines. Search. If you think that I am wrong, you are asking what's the proof. Here is the proof. You do research, and if you can show me any error, send it to me. Second question, which because of frustration, the atheist asked me is, are you the only person who knows science? No, not on your life. There are millions upon millions of people around the world who know science, and that is why I speak so confidently. I never claim that I am the only person. Rather, I just claim that I am one person who has a science background, and you guys will have to reckon with what I say. Don't be frustrated. If you think that I am wrong, if you think that I don't know my science, you do research and show it to me, and I will admit. And if I fail to admit, you produce videos to show that I am wrong. Today, I would like to speak about a subject that I love greatly, and the subject is Bible and science. Nobody can ignore science. And this I am saying not to the atheists, because they are not my primary concern. My primary concern is Christians, dear fellow Christians. We live in an era saturated with science and technology. The ball pen you use, the watch you wear, the mobile you use, the synthetic clothes you wear, the sound system, the recording system I use, and a lot of other things around us are the product of science and technology. So there is no way in which we can ignore science and technology. And only a fool, an ignorant person, will deny the role of science and technology in our day-to-day life. But the question is, what is science and technology? Science and technology are two aspects of the same thing. Study of this world is science. How something works is science, and how to use it is technology. And science and technology have their origin in Bible, Genesis 1:28. In Genesis 1:28, we read, God blessed them, the first couple. God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. When God commanded the first couple to be fruitful and multiply, he also said, subdue the earth. If we have to subdue the earth, we have to study. We have to study the earth, we have to study matter. And that is the origin of science, a command from God to subdue the earth. And then dominion over everything, that's also part of development of science. So science means knowledge. Technology means application of the knowledge. And we see science and technology right from the earliest stage of the Bible. When man found his embarrassment, they produced aprons made out of fig leaves. They found that fig leaves were large and they could stitch. But then God made garments of the skin of animals for Adam and Eve, which means God told them, your technology is okay, but here is a superior technology for making clothes. In Genesis 3:23, we hear about agriculture. Again, agriculture is technology. In Genesis 4:17, we read that Cain went away and built a city, the first city, and named after his son Enoch. What is city building? That is technology. We also hear, and this we read in Genesis chapter 4, verse 17. We also hear that Yabal, a descendant of Cain, became the father of those who live in tents and raise livestock. We read that in Genesis 4:20. Making of tents. That is technology, because first of all, you have to make the material using which you would make tents. That would be either leather or very thickly, tightly knitted clothes from animal hair. They would use animal hair to make strands, and then they would tightly knit the strands to make cloth-like thing, using which they would make tents. Okay, father of those who live in tents, and also raise livestock. Raising livestock in itself is both science and art. Science and art combine to form technology. This we read in Genesis 4:20. Genesis 4:21 tells about musical instruments. We read in the Bible, Yubal, Yabal's brother, was the father of all who play stringed instruments and pipes. Please remember, making stringed instruments is technology, because first of all, you have to make appropriate strings which are sufficiently thin but which are strong to stand strain of the musical instrument. So he became the father of all who play stringed instruments. Also, please remember that most stringed instruments do have a hollow cavity to amplify the sound of the strings and also to make the sound sweet. That's technology. He also became the father of pipes. Worldwide, we see hundreds of kinds of instruments that use pipes. Again, it needs technology for making pipes. Metal as well as non-metal pipes have been in existence. Bones have been used. Long reed-like fruits have been used. Metal also has been used. And the most ancient civilizations from around the world, and particularly the Middle East, have yielded a lot of pipes made of wood, pipes made of fruits and vegetables, and also pipes made of metal and bones. That's technology, and we read that in Genesis 4:21. Then Genesis 4:22, we read about metallurgy. It says, Tubal-Cain, another descendant of Cain, forged all kinds of tools out of bronze and iron. Extraction of iron is science and also technology. Bronze is actually an alloy. So production of bronze needs science and also technology. We read this in Genesis 4:22. So man developed metallurgy. And by the time we come to Genesis chapter 6, where we read about the massive ship built by Noah to house all kinds of animals, and also 8 humans for 1 full year, we read about one of the most massive ships ever made of wood. Only in 1800s were they able to make ships which are so large. and plenty of historical and archaeological investigations have made it very clear that this massive ship is still there on Mount Ararat. The only problem today being that it is under 400 feet of ice, not snow. Snow is soft, ice is solid. And as anyone listening to me knows, to drill a well which is hardly 40 feet requires so much of labor. Just imagine going 30,000 feet high and drilling a well which is 400 feet deep. That's the only reason which prevents Christians today from bringing pieces of the ship. But when the ice was not there, just a century ago, people were able to go see the ship and also bring wooden logs from it. And they also used to scrape the pitch from the ship for making all kinds of amulets. All of this is historically documented, archaeologically documented. So let me remind you that science and technology is a result of God's command to be fruitful, multiply, and subdue the earth. And when man tried to do that, his knowledge became science, application of the knowledge became technology, and God himself demonstrated the first technology by making clothing. So in Genesis, we see technologies for making permanent or lasting clothing, agriculture, city building, animal husbandry, musical instruments, metallurgy, woodworking, and shipbuilding. Friends, if you have been told that Bible is scientifically an outdated book, they are wrong. We see science and technology from the very first chapters of the Bible, and history and archaeology confirm that the order in which technology developed is exactly the order that I showed you from Genesis. Don't believe all this humbug against the Bible. Look around. We no longer live in dark ages where anybody could say anything. Nor do we live in 1900s when searching for a subject was very difficult. Today, searching for any subject is as easy as going to a search engine on your mobile phone. So if somebody says, oh, how could Moses have written the first 5 + 1 books of the Bible? Because writing technology was not known at that time. And this is very favorite argument of the atheists. Don't worry. Go to a search engine, search, and you will find that writing technology was there 2000 years before Moses. Language was there, and also alphabets were there. Not one, countless alphabets were there. Libraries were there before the time of Moses. Writing material was available before the time of Moses. I am addressing to Christians, myself to Christians. Don't be taken in by all this false propaganda of the atheists. 95% of the things they say are simply false propaganda. They are exploiting your ignorance. And therefore, when the atheist comes with a big argument, the first question you should ask is that true? Is that true? Is that a fact? Start your investigation from there. Don't be afraid. Christians stand on the most solid ground. You may say, okay, 95%. Is 5% of what they say true? Yes. If at least 5% of what they say is not true, nobody would listen to them. But the 5% where they are true is not against the Christian faith. These are just general facts and general statistics, doesn't affect us. But 95% of the things which they say are false. They are simply slogans. They are using brainwashing techniques. They are using propaganda techniques. They are using smoke screen to blind you towards truth. Okay? Lord willing, I hope to continue this series on Bible and science. Maybe we will have a dozen or more videos in this series examining a lot of passages from the Bible which contain scientific information. Please watch all of them. Stand strong and be bold. Few requests. Producing a video of this kind requires a lot of hard work, background preparation. You can encourage us by subscribing to this video. If you subscribe, first, you will not miss any of our precious videos. Number two, each new subscriber is a great encouragement to us when we realize that, oh, so many people are there listening to our videos. And therefore, please press the subscribe button under this video. But there is a new protocol. Please also press the bell icon and choose all on the bell icon. These two steps together only make subscription complete according to the new protocol on YouTube. Another thing, please share this video. The atheists are zealously sharing their videos. I mean, those who propagate falsehood, they are spreading with great zeal. It's actually we who should be spreading it. Please share this video. Everyone, even with atheists. Let them know that they are wrong. And yes, do you want to ask questions? Do you have any criticism? Send it. Here is my WhatsApp number. 751 019 8690. The number once again, 751 019 8690. Please don't try to call this number because this WhatsApp comes directly to my computer. It's not for calling me. Send me your message as WhatsApp text or WhatsApp audio. And yes, you can send it in Malayalam, English, or Hindi. I understand and speak all these languages fluently, so I'll have no problem. Send your questions. Fire them. God bless you.